Okay, Matt, so you want to learn to play the tuba. Before we get the mouthpiece on the instrument and actually start playing it, we've got to go over a few things like breathing, a technique we call buzzing. So that way we know you'll be able to make the best sound possible on the instrument.
Okay.
So if you'll do this with me, we're just going to work on proper breathing technique when we play an instrument. It's a little different than normal everyday breathing because if you look at the tuba, it is very large and it's going to take a lot of air to fill that up. So if you'll just breathe in and out with me, we'll breathe in for 4 and out for 4, and then in for 4 again and then out for 4 until we stop. So 1, 2, ready, breathe. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. You're taking a bigger breath than normal, which is good. Something I want you to do as you're breathing is try to breathe from your stomach.
Okay.
So don't lift your shoulders up. I want you to think of filling a balloon that's in your belly. So I want all the air to go down there.
Like, kind of like.
Yeah, and also one more thing, make sure you have an open mouth cavity, and I don't want to hear very much at all when you breathe in. So nice cold, like a slow, cold breeze at night. So we'll do the same exercise, keeping in mind filling up the balloon and then open mouth cavity. So 2, 3, breathe. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. Good. Okay. So with me, we're just gonna breathe in and try to fill up as much as possible, and just hold it, close it off, and don't let any of it out. So ready. Breathe in some more. I'm gonna let it out. So do you feel how almost overly expanded your cavity felt? That's what you want to get to every time you breathe to play the instrument. That way you have more to fill it up, and you'll make a bigger sound and a better sound. The next step we have to do before we start playing is we have to form what's called an embouchure. It's essentially the way our mouth is formed to produce the sound on the instrument. So the first step to making an embouchure for a tuba is to try to pull the corners of your mouth back. So if you literally do this, and then, so you have them pulled back, and then you want your corners to end up there. So go ahead and let go, and pull them back without your fingers. But try not to smile, so think of your corners being down a little bit more.
Okay.
And keep all of your lips in here nice and loose, so you can do that. But this is still tight. Yeah, good. And then the next step is to say M, keeping this, so M. Good, okay. And then one more thing, you want to go ahead and put your finger in between your teeth. You want to keep that much space between your teeth at all times. So go ahead and do this, and take it out, and then pull your corners back, say N. It's a little weird, it's very different. You probably haven't ever done anything like it before.
Not really, no.
Okay, so that's our embouchure. So we'll form it again, so go ahead and get loose, whatever. Okay. Teeth at heart, pull your corners back, and then M. This is loose, so I did it over here. Good, okay. So now we're going to move on to buzzing, which is actually producing a sound on the mouthpiece alone without the instrument. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to take the same breath that we practiced earlier, and then with the mouthpiece placed on the embouchure that we just made, you're going to blow out with a lot of forceful air. Actually, let's practice that first.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're going to go back to breathing for a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm going to have you breathe in for 1 count, and then out for 4.
Okay.
And at the initial onset of the exhalation, you want to have a nice burst of air, kind of. Okay? So 1, 2, 3. Good. And you want to keep the air consistent through all of that. So let's do that one more time. 1, 2, 3. Good. So we want to maintain that kind of breathing in and exhalation with the embouchure on mouthpiece. Okay. So if you go ahead and grab your mouthpiece in your non-dominant hand, are you right-handed?
Yeah.
So you'll want it in your left hand with 2 fingers on the tube part of the slide, or the tube part of the mouthpiece. Yeah, like that. And go ahead and place it so it's even on the top lip and the bottom lip. So it's right in the middle. Okay. And so what we're going to do, we're going to hold it here, and then we're going to take that breath through the embouchure that we practiced forming.
Okay.
So go ahead and form the embouchure with me. P heart. M. Okay. And then through this embouchure, we're going to breathe in, and then blow out on the mouthpiece with it against the lip. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, you see, it takes a lot of air, right? It just goes away real fast.
Yeah.
One
kind of like.
Yeah. one thing to get a good buzz out is think of your lips being a little closer.
Okay.
Don't think of pinching them, but just bring them a little closer together. Kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
So with the correct embouchure, we'll form it again, and then fire it back. Okay, and then breathing in on 4 and buzzing for 4. So 1, 2, 3. Good. Okay, now without me, we'll try that again.
All right.
Yeah, good. 1, 2, 3. Good. An important thing about your embouchure is the loose lips on the inside. Do you hear how it's kind of not buzzing all the time?
Yeah.
That could be from tightness in your embouchure. So go ahead and form the embouchure again. And really